Okay, there's two generators right there. I have to change the oil on them, so that's one of my things. I did not install the any more lights yet, and I did not install the battery tender wire yet. You know, everything is on my list to do. I just wanted to show you. Oh, what happened to our rig? Well, since we sold the Jeep, we moved the rig over here. So yesterday we had to wash it and clean it up and get it inside of here. So this is where this rig belongs, inside of here. I believe I did the math, and I believe it's been in the backyard for 3 years. So I mean, back in let's see, 21-ish, I had cars that I had to put in here, so that had to go in the backyard. I wasn't too excited about it either. I mean, but it was good. You know, I had, careful, hey buddy, careful, okay? You gotta be careful. You only got one eye. But anyways, you know, I put multiple layers of tarps over the stereo, so it definitely did not get bombarded by heat or anything. I mean, it had probably, because I folded a tarp up, and then of course the tarp that covers the whole thing, so it was well protected. But you know, it certainly got dusty and everything, but now it's back in the garage, so I love it in here. We'll check the tire inflation. I'm sure it's fine. We got time to do that. I've got a compressor inside of here, inside the front seat here on the floor. So that's my big compressor. You got to hook it up to a battery. We've got this rig on the tender. So also I have to change the oil on this bike also. So those are very easy. It just takes time. So I'm going to do something today, I believe, other than go eat pizza at my favorite pizza shop. Half-price pizza today. But I do have to do these items. So, you know, and then we need to get back on this rig and start getting the rest of the stuff installed. Now, I believe I'm going to take the skid plate off underneath. This thing, I'm going to take this off. You know, but when I do that stuff, this old boy's going to be down. Last night I took it, I came home, and instead of taking my car to the taco shop, I said, let's take the fucking truck. So I did, the Jeep. And yesterday I ended up taking off the roof panels on this Jeep, just the driver's side. And after that trip, when I got home, I didn't even cinch it back down. What I did is I put in a couple of, I thought I needed the space. These are a couple of, well, you can't see them, but I do hang a hat right there on that one clip. This clip right here, I do hang a hat, this hat right here. You can see that we put the stuff inside of the Jeep that normally goes in the Jeep when you go on a road trip. So that stuff is in here, so that's kind of nice. Just to get it out of the garage. I mean, that's where that stuff belongs. So, and you want to have it marked. Each bin has got it's got a piece of paper on it saying what's in it. So you know where shit is. You know, when you're camping, you're saying, okay, that bin's got that in it. Good, okay, got it. But there's other things that have to be put in there, like my bicycle batteries, my chargers for my bicycle batteries, you know, those types of things. You know, one of them goes in here. You want to know where those are, and that way when you need one, you go right straight to that bin. I know there's only 3 bin there, gentlemen, but when you're camping, You know what I'm saying? Next thing you know, it's like, okay, where did I put this? Because sometimes you start putting them in different bins. You want to put them in the same fucking bin so you can find them real easy. In any case, I did go for a ride on this last night. I left and this screen was really bright, and I was trying to figure out how the fuck do I turn this screen down? It's blaring me out. Obviously, it's your interior light switch over there. You can fade it out to where it's dark. And but I didn't, you know, you know, in the blink of a moment there, I wasn't able to figure that out. But I went on that ride to the toggle shop and back, and that panel above the driver, the roof panel above the driver, was not cinched down. It could have fucking flew off. Not in city speeds, but let's say you went on the freeway. Oh my God, that motherfucker could have went like a frisbee. Then you would have had some shit trouble having to get a new set of roof panels painted and the whole fucking thing, because I'm sure they don't sell one at a time. Anyways, it's cinched down. I was supposed to cinch it down, but I didn't. There's a couple of straps right here. You can't see them because it's dark. But what these straps do is they hold my sail and they hold my mast. So you can also tie it off where that bin is. That bin has to be rotated 90 degrees, and your stuff floats above the you know, right below the roof. I mean, that's the way we had it set up in the other Jeep. Oh yeah, you see I put, this is actually for a cowboy hat. You know, when you're wearing a cowboy hat, you can't, and you got dogs, you can't just put it down wherever you want to put it. You got to be able to clip it to something, otherwise they'll step on it. Anyways, we're gonna take the dogs for a walk. Boy, it sure is nice to have the rig inside of here. This is Hemi. The name of this Jeep is Hemi. That's Roxy. I name all of my shit. So this BW, Piney, Bonnie. This is BB. This is Betty. That's, this bike down here is called Trixie, Betty, BB. Tia, the Tesla. Yes, and they're all female names. So they're all my girlfriends. God, it's so fucking nice to have this in here. Damn. A rig like this, I mean, it did fine in the backyard, but it should be in the garage. Now, it's going to get equally as dusty in here. I mean, not as bad as out there, but it will get dusty in here too. But we can throw, if I want to, I can put a car cover over it, keep the dust off of it. I may do that at some point, but we're not going to do that right now. That's for sure. But it's nice to have this open spot here. We're going to probably throw this shit away. I'm going to organize this a little bit better. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do. But man, it sure is nice to have the space. Back, have the rig in here, and man, it's a nice rig, brother. Okay, we're going to take these dogs on a walk. So they're wondering what am I doing in here fucking around? Okay, well, we got to do some work. I got to install some more lights and the whole fucking shooting match here, kids. They're waiting, boy. They want that. Oh, he's looking at me. He puts his pop. He's waiting for this. He's waiting for this leash to come out. He'll stop motionless, watching my hand reach for that leash. we're going to rake this up a little bit. We've got a security camera right there. I can see the back patio, and I can see this door per se. I can actually see right down this tunnel, or I mean this alley side of my garage. It's kind of cool to be able to have that type of visibility. I can see my dogs back here fucking around. Easy, 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 easy. They get excited, boy. Easy, easy. Hey, hey, easy. Hey, you gotta control them, otherwise they'll jump, kill you. Okay. Easy, easy. Cleaned up the side of the garage a little bit. I can move those boxes in the backyard now, you know, that have the old parts off my Jeep. Old suspension parts, the coils and shocks and spare tire holder. The whole shooting match. I'm starting to burn up already. Standing in the garage there for a while. Slow down, boys. Well, I was talking to you yesterday about Tesla insurance. I squeezed the trigger. In theory, it goes into effect on Saturday, 2 days from now. It's pending. It's pending right now. The change is pending. So don't cancel your current insurance yet. Who knows? You might get a thing back from them saying, sorry, but we don't insure that kind of vehicle. You don't know that. But like I said, you can do everything online. Where you normally go see an insurance broker, you can do this shit online. Add a vehicle, take a vehicle off, adjust your coverages, all kinds of shit like that. I adjusted it to it's $1,000 deductible collision, $500 deductible comprehensive. If you break the windshield, if you get a rock that slings through the windshield on your Jeep, which happens, it happened on my other Jeep twice. You know, it can cost, I believe that windshield on that Jeep cost $2,000. That's what the dealer told me anyways. So to have, because you have sensors in that windshield and shit, so something to think about, you know what I'm saying? We'll see how it goes. But you want to be able to replace that. With Amica, I got $32 glass cut replacement. It cost me $32 every 6 months. I mean, if you get a small rock chip, you're just going to repair it. It's just one time. Boys, easy. One time I got a small rock chip, it was repairable on my Jeep. As a matter of fact, I traded it in at the dealer with a chipped windshield. It's repaired. It's not going to get any bigger. It's about the size of a dime, spider web dime. It's a spider web about the size of a dime, but they sealed it, and it's not going to get any bigger. But you certainly don't want them to see it when you sell your Jeep. So I covered it with a sticker on the outside and the inside because it was down in the corner of the window, and then I covered it in the inside with a rubber ducky so they couldn't see it. No, we're not taking the long way. Not today, kids. We don't have to, because Daddy paid his piper yesterday. Got 2 jackets on again today. We're opening up as we go. We'll open up this one all the way. Yeah, so we squeezed on Tesla insurance, and I will wait until they charge my credit card on Saturday. I'll be able to go online and see the charge pending. When they do that, then I'll cancel Amica insurance. Now, I've had Amica for a long time. When I cancel them, I guess my insurance premium on my new Jeep is about $690 every 6 months. That's like $115 bucks a month. So versus get a load of this. I took off the car rental thing, which I don't need because I have multiple cars. Well, I guess if you have problems far away from home, it won't be a bad idea to have it. In that case, I'll just rent a car. But in any case, I took that off. I lowered the deductible. It was $1,000 comprehensive. And when I did that, it went from $56 to $51. So that's fucking extremely good and good rate. It keeps you legal in the state of Nevada. And if you have a problem, Tesla insurance will pay it. You just have to, you can file a claim online too. And then the adjuster will contact you one time, the first time, and talk to you. So make sure you have all your questions prepared for them, because from that point forward, it's going to be just emails, which is fine. It'll be, per se, it would be in the body shop. They would send Tesla insurance all the shit. How much it costs to repair stuff, Tesla gives it the okay, boom. Should that happen. It's the same thing with my car. You know, if it's not drivable, I know where it's going. It'll be towed to the Sin City collision. I'll have this Jeep figured out where it's going should something happen. You want to have all that shit, you want to know what it is. They usually stop blowing. Let's see if they do. Nope. But, you know, that's got to be the funnest part of their job. Firing up those blowers and just blowing shit around. You got to have a dust mask on for sure. I mean, if you do it every day like that, you got to have lung protection. Anyways, guys, what am I going to do today? You know what I really need to do? It's real easy to change the oil on those 2 generators. I want to do it, and then one of the generators is bone dry on fuel, but the other one has a little bit of fuel left in it. I don't know how much. You need to run that fuel out. So it doesn't go bad and choke up your carburetor and all that bullshit. So, I mean, it doesn't happen right away, guys. The fuel will last 6 months. Or more. Slow. Slow. Oh, okay. It's starting to get a little hot, guys. You know, when you leave, it's cold. And you're glad that you have all these layers on. I like being comfortable right out of the gate. But as soon as you walk about a mile, which is what we just passed just a little bit ago, I measured it one day, you start getting a little warm. I would rather just open up my shit instead of feeling chilly when you first start, you know what I'm saying? Good boys. Good boys. Lucky boy. So 15 minutes of fame here, guys. Yeah, the female is starting to tighten up a little bit. I brushed her a couple of times. So I'll brush her again in a couple days. You don't want to abuse the animal and do excessive brushing. Brush a little bit and let her groom herself a little bit. And it's very cold out. You don't want to brush all the old fur out, because then she'll get cold. You don't want to abuse an animal by excessive brushing. That's animal abuse, guys. Let her do some of the grooming herself. Left. Glass. Good boy. Go, go. Yeah, what am I going to do today, guys? Am I going to install lights? Generator oil? Motorcycle oil? It's about 10:30, 11 o'clock right now. So, I guess what I'm going to do is, we'll do the generators. Did you go pee-pee, girl? You go pee-pee? Okay, we got to slow down for her. She needs a little extra time to go pee. She's that boy can squeeze a trigger in 2 seconds, but she's got to have the faucet running for a couple of seconds before she's got to hear water trickling for a couple of seconds before she can release that pee. If you know what I mean. I just do have a girlfriend that used to do that shit with the water trickling on the sink so she could go pee. Blah, blah, blah. Anyways. Uh-oh. Inside somebody's driveway. That's probably more information than you needed, huh? Alright. She be what she be. Oh yeah, the check cleared for the Jeep. Sent it to my big bank, and styling and profiling now, guys. Keep in mind, I was trying to sell my Jeep 5 months before I sold it to the dealer. It was $69,000. 3 months before I sold it to the dealer, I dropped it down to $40,000, $35,000. When I sold it to the dealer, it was $29,000. They gave me $22,000. I took off $2,000 in parts. That includes your lights, Prodigy 2, canopy, or awning. We're gonna go left, guys. Today we're gonna go left. I took off those parts. So that's about $2,000 in parts. So that's like getting $24,000, right? Now, if I would have kept it, I'm guesstimating that it would have cost me $3,000 to fix it. Some type of suspension parts in the front. Buy the new parts, replace. Just to diagnose it, I think is $300. Somewhere in that range. But and they have to certainly align it when it's done. It's $100. Let's figure $300. So let's figure you got $27,000 for it. Now I did buy new tires, let's say $27,500. I did buy new tires for it, a new battery, that cost me about $2,500. So by the time the smoke cleared the air, you probably got, oh, don't forget there was a broken windshield too. By the time the smoke cleared the air, no, you want to cross? Okay. I probably got about 25 grand for it, I figure. And lost, don't have the headache anymore. So great Jeep though. The front end parts were worn out. I mean, it's just a normal thing that happens at around 30,000 miles when you got big wheels and tires. You're gonna have suspension parts that wear out. So it's basically what happened. Not life-threatening. The engine on that and the tranny are solid as a rock. So a young Jeep, only 32,000 on it, I think. Left. Slow, slow. No, no. Stay on this side. Good boys, good boys. The end of December, we will have walked the dogs for 6 months. Every day. Now, if I miss a day, I make up for it the next day. You know, selling the Jeep, and you know, yesterday I had, 2 days ago I had errands. You know, when you wake up, you've got to complete those things first. You can't be out there walking the dogs when business has to be taken care of. You know, and then selling the Jeep also. You know, that day that I took it in to get estimates and stuff, you know, I was committed to doing it that day. I did it, got it done. No, no. Yeah, I'm a little hot. Got my work pants in the garage so I can change right away and start working on the, I guess, the generators and the bike. Finish those two babies before I go to the lights. Kind of cold today. When I say cold, I mean maybe high 50s, mid 50s maybe. I could do the lights, but start on those too. I have to decide what to do. May not do anything, who knows. It's okay to take some time off too, guys. But we will do those lights. You know what we should do is take the skid plate off. And I believe the two lights that are real at the center of the front bumper, it's too difficult to put the nut on washers. I guarantee you're going to drop them. And then you will have to take the skid plate off. Well, I do have a magnet. I could probably set a magnet in there and get them, but that's another reason why you take the skid plate off. And I got to tell you, once I take that skid plate off, it's probably not going back on. That'll definitely alleviate the weight, combined with the other things that I took off, of probably the equivalent of putting on 2 heavy tires. Oh, I had a chance to test my lights last night, and everything worked fine. But I thought the when you put the headlights on, it shuts off my daytime running lamps. So the cowl lights go off. I didn't know that. I thought they were still on. Now the parking lights take care of the grill marker lights, but I thought those lights stayed on. Not a deal breaker. You know, I thought when you put your headlights on, the cowl lights would be on, but nope. Like I said, not a deal breaker. We got what we got. You know, as you think about it, it's good to know that. As you think about it now, you can always rewire it so the cowl lights come on with your parking lights. And I may do that in the future, because I do kind of want those lights on when I got my headlights on. So, you know, when you're cruising down the 2-lane, 2-way road, those marker lights do give you some visibility. I mean, not for you, for people coming at you. Like, the marker lights tend to show up a little bit too. I mean, they almost show up like when somebody's coming at you, they're like, what the fuck is that? A fucking 18-wheeler? Anyways, it's nice to... We'll clean up this area, and I'll probably move all those boxes that you see through the fence there. I'll put them in here. That way, code enforcement won't get crazy over here. And my pine trees they're thin, but they're green, so they're not dead. Like my neighbor's tree died. If these trees, knock on wood, if these trees die, code enforcement will make you cut them down. And dude, these are not cheap to cut down. You have to hire somebody to do it, or you know, and you got to cut them down in pieces. You know, like 4-foot pieces or 3-foot, whatever. And oh man, it's a lot of work. I mean, the guys that do it can do it easy, but a guy like yourself would have a very difficult time doing it. All right, man, let me think about what I'm going to do. I should really do something, but I am kind of lazy today. I should at least do the generators today, and then do the dirt bike today. Probably not, but at least do that tomorrow, and then think about doing some more stuff. I don't want to get my Jeep. I don't want to take the stinger bar off, because last night I used it. It was kind of fun. So I don't want to do that until I'm ready to blow and go and do the whole thing. And I'm not ready to do that yet. So, I mean, put on all 9 of the lights at one shot. You know, technically, before you take that shit off, you should have all your leads ready to go. And I don't have that done yet. So, I mean, you want to do that first. You want to do all your soldering, get all the wires set up, so that all you have to do is run them, put them in sleeving, conduit. I keep calling it sleeving. Put it in conduit, and then figure out where you're going to run them. Then you have everything, you have all the wiring set up. So then you can install the lights and just plug them in, plug and play. After you make the connections, of course, to the hot wire and ground them. Wow, dudes. Let me shut down and I'll let you know what's going on.